fucking remind you. They're gonna do videos remind you.
Yeah, all right, man.
Yeah, we got it wrong.
So what you think about the whole box out? You still there?
Yeah.
Man, what y'all think about this AJ and Wilder situation for real, man? Because a lot of people be talking about it, man, and they think AJ should do this, AJ should do that. Same thing with Wilder, man. What y'all think about that?
Boxing artists, you can go first.
I mean, as far as them fighting or like what their careers, the way their careers is going, what you talking about?
I mean, the whole situation. I mean, you hear a lot of stuff as far as who gonna win, who the A side, who the B side, the whole political part of the whole boxing process.
I mean, all the A side B, I don't give a fuck about that because the reality of that shit is over here in America, Wilder's the A side. Is in the fucking Europe, fucking Joshua's the A side. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just want to see niggas fight. Shit. I just hope they don't fucking drag shit out. And then one of these niggas get knocked off by a fucking bum and it just ruin the whole fucking prestige of the fight, you know?
But so you an AJ fan, right? You feel AJ?
Both. I like both of them, for real.
And when I say fan, I'm saying on when it comes down to AJ and Wilder, you don't have a horse in the race, or do you have a horse in the race?
Nah, man, that's a tough pick. I can't even pick in that fight.
Okay, so you just neutral. You would sit back and watch them. What about you, Shady? What do you got?
I like both guys, but y'all lean more towards Joshua. My whole thoughts and opinions on it, I think Wilder has to beat somebody, man. You really can't build that fight off Joshua's resume. I mean, Wilder's resume. You got 37 fights, 37 bombs, and you got Joshua coming off a huge win against Klitschko. So to really magnify and build that fight up, Wilder needs to beat a Parker or even a Ward. He needs to get a name on his resume. Then that way you can really sell that fight. Right now, I'm really not excited about the fight because Wilder he don't have a name on his resume, so you really can't get me up for that fight, man. The fight needs to be built up properly. And we all know he's the A side. You can't just get a fight against the A side with the type of resume that Wilder has, man. I know you a big Wilder fan, but you got to keep that shit 100 with you. Wilder, you got to give me a name on his resume before I can start hyping that fight.
I feel you, but
that's my thoughts on it.
I feel you, man. But I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so when you say, I want to make sure I understand where you come from, because I don't give a fuck about the A side, B side thing. My position on that is totally different, and I break that down for me. I feel like both of them are heavyweights. I feel that it's the end all be all, ain't nowhere to go. AJ know that Wilder is a big fight for him. All right, and he know that is the most prestigious, illustrious fight that you can fight. A big, strong, undefeated American heavyweight champion that has the WBC belt. Okay, it's nothing better than taking the belt from, winning the WBA vacant belt from Klitschko, then beating the guy who got the belt, from Vitelli, since the Vern. So I think
don't you think that fight is bigger if Wilder goes in there and knocks out a Luis Ortiz or a Parker?
I mean, you can say that with everything. The fight would be bigger if both of them just clear the whole heavyweight division out together. I mean, you always gonna find another reason to make the fight.
He already did his part.
Nah, I can't say Wilder ain't did his part. Y'all, that's what y'all saying. Like, I think that Joshua did his part by beating Klitschko, beating Brazil, beating Martin, doing a great job at it. But I also think that Wilder did a good job by beating Stavern. I like the Spilker fight. I mean, I don't know what y'all. I like to do Humphreys fight. I don't see it's Washington. A lot of people were saying, man, Washington need to fight Wilder. Wilder need to fight Washington. I think those are good fights. I like the Ariel.
Nice fight for undefeated. I mean, big ass undefeated. You wasn't no spring chicken, man, dude.
I mean, they was nice fights. That eye-catching speed, that eye-catching name that the casual fan would know. I mean,
a lot of those. Had a time to follow, man. Shit, Duhopis, man, put on a good fight. You know what I'm saying? This Washington fight was a good fight.
Could have got that Povetkin. That was the fight. But Povetkin fucked up by cheating. If he could have got that Povetkin fight and knocked Povetkin out, that would have silenced a lot of his critics and that would have set that Joshua fight up perfect. But Povetkin fucked the shit up by taking those, whatever he took, the Maldonium, and that fucked the whole fight up.
Well, I mean, I don't think that was Povetkin was not what would have built Wilder's career though. I think Wilder was already solidified. I think Povetkin would need Wilder to solidify his career and him being on a good foot.
You know what I'm saying? They would have gave him that marquee name on his resume. Because
No, I
his
think,
resume is Severn.
man, that's the case.
I mean, because you got Chris Ariola, Eric Malin, and Joshua also fought. You know what I'm saying? I mean, recently fought, like right before Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? And Wilder already knocked him out, so if he's good enough for Joshua, he got to be good enough for Wilder. You know? And then shit, I know, what's his name got all that fame from Ariola from beating Seth Mitchell and shit. I mean, Ariola was he's a recognized name, man. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, shit, he got some solid names, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Who you
beat that,
I don't know.
Y'all remember that white boy he beat? The fuck is his name? Gavin, or whatever. After he knocked out Malik Scott, he had fought a nigga named Gavin, and the nigga Gavin had just beat fucking James Toney.
Yeah, he sure did. That guy. I was there. Yep. James Toney's on his way out the door. He sure did. Because Tony was trying to act like he wanted to make a comeback talking about Wilder and had got beat by that kid. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
But Wilder,
that's when him and Tyson was all into and shit.
Who y'all think he about to fight in August? They say he's supposed to announce his fight for August.
Shit, nigga, I hope he fight what's your name, bitch ass? I got the other title.
Talking about Dillian White?
No. The other kid, man, got the title, man.
Parker.
Now, Parker.
Yeah, Joseph Parker.
Parker about to fight Huey Fury. They got that together, and that's what they trying to do. So he gonna be locked up with.
Yeah, now that'll solidify. He go in there to get that Parker fight. Now that'll solidify that Joshua fight for me. I don't know about other fans, but that'll do it for me if he can get that fight in August.
If who get the fight in August?
Wilder and Parker, they fight.
Well, Parker finna fight Fury though. That's what I'm saying. And Parker don't seem to be interested in fighting Wilder right now. So Wilder.
That's what boxologist was saying. He thought it was gonna be Parker. I don't know though. They say.
Parker. He probably know Parker what was going on with Parker and Fury. But Parker and Fury locking in and finna do their thing. So Wilder gonna have to fight Severn, man. He might well just going to get that out the way.
Oh, so you think he's going to fight Severn again in August?
Well, yeah. I think that's what he's going to do. I mean, he might as well. I don't see why not.
Yeah. Severn, he's the mandatory.
Yeah, because you got... The thing is, you want to go ahead and get your mandatory out the way on the WBC side of the house. Get Severn, knock him out. And like it's been said before, like boxologist told me, he said, well, you know, Severn is the only person he didn't knock out. So if he can go on there and knock him out, that means he'll be able to knock out every opponent that he's ever faced, which is a good marketing tool as well, too.
Oh, yeah, that 99% KO ratio. Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like you say, the one person he did knock out, he did knock him out in the rematch, and I think he would. And I think he should have knocked out Severn, man, until Severn started grabbing on his legs and all that kind of stuff and survived.
Severn, he got in survival mode in late rounds. Nigga say, I ain't about to lose this fight. I ain't about to get knocked out, though. Nigga say, fuck win. I'm about to fight. Yeah, he taking some punches, boy.
I think
fucking hard head, man. I just want to see how this boy Wilder hands hold up, man. That's one thing I'm nervous about, that nigga, man. His hands breaking them motherfuckers.
Yeah, his hands. That's why I believe that he wants to try to get in there and fight AJ now, because I think Wilder may be a little bit more injured than what we think, man. I don't know if this guy can keep going punching with that kind of power and not enough skills like that to just, reign for a long time. So I think he's trying to catch AJ while he can.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
Right. Or at least Wilder should try to fight. This is what I think he should try to do. I think the guy should try to fight what's the one name? Pulev, and try to corner Joshua into being his mandatory. Because, you know, the IBF, if he can fight Pulev, then that'll put
I like that. I like that fight, too. Yeah.
That's what I like.
Nah, man, you know what fight I would love to see Wilder fight? Fucking King Kong.
Yeah, Luis Ortiz. Yeah.
A lot of people saying that, but they mad because I guess people feel like it's two sides to that coin, and I want to know what y'all opinion is. A lot of people saying that Anthony Joshua fans are pushing Ortiz onto Wilder, and some people saying, "Oh, Wilder needs to fight Ortiz to solidify himself." What y'all think about that?
I don't think Joshua definitely is not ducking him. When he beat Klitschko, so I can't say. A lot of people would say he's ducking Luis Ortiz. I mean, you're going to have the American fans saying that, yeah, he's ducking Ortiz. Then you're going to have the UK fans saying Joshua's ducking him. Just depends on what part of the country you're from. And saying that.
I agree, man. So at the end of the day, man, if they was to fight, who you got winning, and when you think they might fight, if they fight, in your opinion?
I think Wilder will ice him. I think Wilder will beat Ortiz. Ortiz, he didn't look too good in that last fight. He didn't look too good to me. Like saying he can't duck. He looked mediocre, man, at best.
Right, I feel you, man. Well, shit, man. Too, man, another thing everybody talking about, man, that just it's saying too is that Shakur Stevenson, man, and Floyd Mayweather's daughter. What I know you did a video on that, correct?
Yeah.
What you think? I know you said some stuff in the video, but you got some new thoughts on that, or what you think?
I think Hat, man, when he bought that video, I think he was right, man. Shakur Stevenson is too emotional, man. You can't be letting young females get under your skin like that, man. You got to know how to react. And dude is too emotional. He cried at the Olympics. He calling this woman Biden, talking about she's sucking all the whole streets of Atlanta and all kind of foolishness, man. You got to hope Floyd don't come see him. I mean, he's messing his stuff up. Of course, got people looking at that, what you say on Twitter.
How old is Stevenson, man?
He's 19.
19, and Floyd's daughter is how old?
He's 17.
17? Yeah, man, that just go to show you, man, you know, this is the way people think, you know what I'm saying? And these same people, you know, like when we listen to these older guys, because most niggas on this shit is like 40 and fucking 50. These are their kids. And see, man, this is why you got to be careful, man, with stuff, because he's a teenager and this is the way he, you know, acting and shit like that now. Same thing with Floyd's daughter. It's teenage stuff, but this just go to show you on both sides that how people are coming up these days, man. And I don't understand, like you said.
Man, you letting this woman get under your skin, 17. Imagine if you fight a fighter like a Conor McGregor type fighter, or like what Roberto Duran did to Sugar Ray Leonard. They really gonna get in your skin. They see how you mentally weak. They gonna talk all kind of shit at you at the press conference.
Yeah, he one of them guys, man. He get knocked out. We might not never see him again. And I agree with that. If you that emotional, man, over a 17-year-old girl, man, even though I understand you're a teenager, but you're a professional athlete. You're a boxer now. You know, yeah. You know, he ain't ready. I mean, we'll see when he keeps fighting, and if something happens to him, it'll all make sense. And speaking of emotions and people, what's your thoughts, man, on this Kovalev situation? Because we ain't touch base with you, man. And I know boxologists got to speak on this too. What's y'all opinion on it, man? Who you think won the first fight? What you think about the second fight? What you think about Kovalev trying to sign and be locked in with Virgil Hunter?
You want to take it first, or?
Boxologist. Maybe he's falling back for a minute. Go ahead, Shay.
I thought Kovalev did win the first fight. He dropped Ward, actually hurt Ward. I had it probably 7-5, 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
The second fight, Kovalev was winning the second fight, but he got stopped, man. He got stopped with a body shot or a low blow. But I thought the ref stopped the fight prematurely. Should have at least gave him an 8 count. You got to give a man a chance, man. The fight is too big. You're talking about a light heavyweight title fight. unified championship fight, you gotta at least get to do the 8 count. But whether motherfuckers want to argue if the shot was low, below the belt, hey man, you the crusher. You done killed motherfuckers in the ring. You gotta be able to take a low blow and give one back. Motherfucker hit you in the nut, you gotta hit him back in the nut. You folding and dropping down to the ground and shit. And it looked like Ward done took this man's soul and took his heart from him. He talking about, I ain't seen the article myself, but Strictly Boxing told me he's coming out saying that Ward's better than him and he need Virgil Hunter to get on Ward's level. So it looked like Ward done humbled him and took his motherfucking soul and snatched that shit from him. Where he out talking, if he said that.
Yeah,
I thought he won the first fight because of the knockdown. And the second fight, it was stopped prematurely. But, hey, man, no excuses. You got your ass hit with a low blow or a body shot, and you went down. So I really can't make no excuse for him in the second fight, even though I thought the ref did stop it prematurely.
I agree. I agree with you on that. I thought he had, I think Kovalev clearly won the first fight. It was like 8-4, you know what I'm saying, with the knockdown. You know what I mean? I don't see how anybody could really think any other way, you know what I'm saying? I don't see what rounds Ward came back on, you know what I mean? I think that's an exaggeration. I think the second fight, I think it was a good close one. I think I had Ward up going into the 8th round when it got stopped, right? And yeah. And I think he did low blow up. But I think Kovalev built the reputation off being a tough guy, bad guy, and I think he should have hit him back low or did something, elbowed him in the face, you know, to make everything balanced. I ain't understand why he's folding up.
He's giving Ward too much respect, man.
Yep, I agree, and I think he should have hit him back. So I thought it was a good win by Kovalev. I mean, it was. I'm sorry, a good win by Ward. I think it was shaky. And I know Ward do that, you know what I'm saying? But you got to neutralize this motherfucker when you know he's dirty like that. As far as the Kovalev trying to get with Virgil Hunter, I'm not surprised and I'm not mad at that. I think that may be a good move. And it's also to me, show that he kind of conceded that he just lost to Ward. And he respect Ward's training camp, either Virgil Hunter or Ward or both of them together. And he basically submitted like, hey, shit, well, these guys got the goods to beat me. You know, I can't beat them. I might as well join them.
And pull a Kevin Durant. I can't beat him. I'm gonna join him. Yeah, you the point. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think that's what it is, man. I think Kovalev would do good with Virgil Hunter. I think Virgil Hunter gonna check him and keep him in line, man, and make sure that he's straight and not allow him to do what it is that he want to do. And I think he should be good to go. And I think he's talking about going to cruiserweight.
Oh, yeah, I seen that too.
Who's that, Ward?
Go to heavyweight, though. I think he can make it nice with the heavyweight division.
Both of them are talking about moving up. But Kovalev is talking about siding with Virgil Hunter and Ward and them and getting what they count. And he want to possibly move up to cruiserweight because he know that if him and Virgil Hunter are on the same team with Ward, he'll just lead light heavy and let Ward do his thing at light heavy, and he'll move up to cruiserweight.
I definitely can't see him fighting again. One thing, the pay-per-view numbers ain't doing well. They ain't selling shit. And Kathy Duva and Rock Nation, they don't get along. So it definitely ain't gonna be no third fight.
No, I don't see no third fight either. I don't see the third fight. But if Kovalev can go with Virgil Hunter and be over there with Andre Ward, I can see him being successful at cruiserweight. Because see, Kovalev would go to cruiserweight, and Andre Ward would stay at light heavyweight, and I just try to clean up Badu Jack and Donnie Stevenson and all them people. I think Kovalev
was talking about going to heavyweight as well.
Yeah, he did say heavyweight, but he said specifically for Anthony Joshua, which is two different things. Because if Ward, so if Ward and Kovalev is training on the Virgil Hunter, I'm pretty sure Kovalev and Ward will maneuver around each other out of the division. So if Kovalev move out of light heavyweight, he'll go to cruiserweight. And I'm pretty sure Ward would try to fight AJ at heavyweight because that's what he specifically said.
Man, you put up a good point about that too. Him specifically calling out Joshua, not Wilder. I don't know if he's thinking Joshua was sweet or some shit, or I don't know what's in his mind about it. He's trying to maybe get a payday. But I don't know what's up with him with that, calling out Joshua. That's a damn heavyweight.
Man, that nigga will get destroyed by Joshua, dude.
Yeah, he gonna catch a body real quick and a fade. Joshua was too big, too powerful, and skillful. He gonna feint his ass, bang, hit him with that right hand, it's over. They gonna need the paramedics to get Ward up.
Yeah, I think both of them, AJ and Wilder, will kill that boy.
But I'm thinking, I disagree. I'm thinking he can out-skill Wilder, because Wilder's skills, his footwork is terrible. I'm thinking he can out-skill him, man. I'm telling you.
Man, ain't no way.
Skills. Now, if he get caught, yeah, it's over. Wilder's too powerful. He catch him clean. He's gonna knock the dingleberries out of him. Andre Ward
don't been put down by Boone. He don't been put down by Kovalev. The thing different between Kovalev and Wilder is he gonna try to dog walk that dude.
Yeah, he gonna finish his ass. He get you down, he gonna finish you.
Yeah, and he said that before. And obviously his knockouts prove that. And he's knocking people out so viciously that people thinking his resume sucks. I mean, that's what it boiled down to, man. Wilder's knocking people out so viciously, dude, that people was like, oh man, it ain't all that. No, if Ward go up there, man, and fight Wilder, man, he's gonna probably get knocked out bad. That's why
I'm thinking if he can keep that lead hand out like a stiff arm and just kind of like patrol around the ring and work on the inside, it could be an interesting fight, man. I don't know.
Man, Ward ain't, man, listen. Wilder got some good footwork and some good speed and foot speed. Wilder, he got some good footwork, man. Yeah, I mean, the dude can move around the ring. And when I say good footwork, man, for heavy in Ward's case, he can track Wilder down and maneuver. He can maneuver too fast, man. He's too big and too fast for Ward. Maybe AJ, I can see why he said AJ. You thinking that he'll have a better chance against Wilder than AJ, but the reason he probably said AJ is because he thinks he can have an easier time with AJ because he can dirty up AJ in the inside.
AJ got some wicked ass feints, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but Ward
some of them feints.
But see, Ward know how to get in the inside, so Ward feel I don't know why he think he could muscle AJ. Maybe he'll put on more. Maybe he'll look different and look stronger at 205 pounds. Because you got to think, Ward come in at 175, you add 30 pounds of good muscle, Ward might look totally different, and we might have a different story. That dude might be about Brian Jennings.
And I've never seen AJ tested on the inside, so
right,
it'll be an interesting fight. I've never seen him get real tested.
If Ward can get stronger, man, and put on, I mean, this shit crazy, but if that boy can if he can put on 20 pounds of muscle, that shit he gonna look different. You know what I mean? So with his skill and his willingness to fight in the inside and be dirty, that shit might take AJ for a ride.
They'll start poking niggas in the eyes, hitting them in the dick. Motherfuckers don't know how to respond. Get in the ring, that shit, you don't know how to respond to it.
Yeah, he gonna punch AJ in his dick. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? He know he can try to squeeze that in there. So AJ might get dirtied up, man. But I think AJ should kill him. I think both of them, Wilder, AJ, Ortiz, anybody you think of at heavyweight should be able to beat Ward. I can't really see Ward beating anybody.
This shit gonna look like motherfucking Apollo Creed versus the Russian. Grab nigga, toss his ass on the other side of the damn ring.
Throw in the damn car.
Man, you say that shit ain't gonna be close.
That shit ain't gonna be close. That nigga gonna stand a prayer, dog. This nigga, he walk around smaller than us in me, bro. And that nigga, Joshua, he built like a fucking tank. He like punch the nigga in the chest and ain't gonna hurt or some shit.
Right.
And this nigga Ward, nigga, getting dropped with jabs by niggas that weigh 30 pounds less than Joshua. Nigga, that weigh 60 pounds less than Joshua. You getting dropped by niggas like that with jabs, dog.
They say that heavyweight power is some shit you ain't never seen before. That heavyweight power.
Man, that heavyweight power is scary, nigga. Especially with a nigga that's knockout hard. Like, these niggas certified knockout artist, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas ain't no motherfucking cream puff, fly by night type niggas, man. These are niggas that is professional knockout artists, niggas. Like 199%, nigga.
Real quick.
These niggas got 199%, bro. Knockout ratio.
It's only one person survived between both of them, and that's the firm.
Right, the hardest head nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
That shit over with, man.
Yeah, that's
over with.
Boy, he gonna knock his head off, huh?
Oh, damn.
Oh man,
that's a feat, boy. I can't even fathom niggas going up and doing that.
Well, what you think though? What you think he gonna do? You think he gonna go ahead and really stay at light heavy and try to fight a Dr. Stevenson, man?
Man, I don't really care what the fuck Ward is, man.
Man, Ward chasing that money right now. He's going wherever the
Ward
biggest
just
pay
fuck
is.
out sports, bro. I care. He's
nigga.
He's ready. He's ready to retire. All of a sudden now, you want to fight heavyweight. He was ready to retire after the first Ward fight.
Yeah,
I mean, cold leg fight.
Man,
He's trying to get that $20 million bag.
Man, but Pete Ward, man, what you?
Man, I already spoke on this nigga, man. That nigga, shit, he fucking, you know what I'm saying? He fucking get help from the ref. Now all of a sudden you number one pound for pound, but shit, nigga, just fucking 4-5 months ago, you ready to retire. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you ready to hang him up and shit, so you don't have to fight this motherfucker monster. Like this nigga, you want to talk about going up to
Ward like another Canelo, man.
That shit laughable, dog. How you gonna talk about going up to heavyweight, nigga? You know what's up there, nigga? Like, there's so many heavyweights that I'm betting the bank to beat Ward, nigga. I'm taking another trip to Vegas on that shit. Yeah,
there's a lot of light heavyweights done
getting
though.
paid.
There's a lot of light heavyweights done. There's a lot of light heavyweights done made that move though.
I know, nigga, but they ain't had a Bohemians, nigga. They didn't have to go against the Bohemians up in that motherfucker like today, though, man. Like you had, Roy Jones go up there, he fought with Reeves, nigga, but compared with Reeves to a Joshua, come on, man. That's,
built like
one punch.
Like brick.
That nigga walk, nigga Johnson type motherfucker. He was like he'll walk through your shit just to get to your ass.
Yeah, you got a point. Motherfuckers, they built like brick trucks.
These niggas is man, these some big, thick niggas, dog. Like,
and then Roy Jones,
big ass dude,
Roy
bro.
Jones, the Ward. Roy Jones had big reflexes. That mother, his timing, he just keep moving and just beat your ass off reflexes and shit. I don't think Ward got those type of reflexes where he can just keep avoiding shots. The slow as Kovalev was knocking down.
Nigga,
he ain't got the Roy Jones type reflexes.
See, Jones was God gifted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ward is very talented. You know what I'm saying? Which means once certain attributes go, because he's, talented to know how to fight like a B-hop, he still be able to compete. But it's like once your God gifted abilities go, it's like that's it. And that was the difference with Roy, because Roy, nigga, a God gifted Roy fighting a talented B-hop, Roy Jones will win every time. You know what I'm saying? But when those guys get the, attributes go because of age and wear and tear and shit, you know what I'm saying? The other dudes still got that experience of just knowing how to fight. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna beat you. You know what I'm saying? That's why them niggas fights win how they went. Nigga, if they would have fought 100 times when they fought early in their career, Roy probably would have won 100 times.
Beat him every time.
Late in their career, shit, Roy can't do nothing with B-Hop, man.
Yeah, you living on your reflexes. That's that shit gone. You right. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Shit. That's how that shit be, man. But Roy, man.
Yeah, man.
Ward ain't no fucking Roy, though. I know that.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, Ward. That's another thing. Now, what y'all think about Ward being compared to the greatest light heavyweights of all time and all that kind of stuff? And what you think, Shady, on Dr. Stevenson versus Ward?
Same for me with Stevenson, man, with Wilder. Stevenson got to get a name on his resume to earn that Ward fight. He got a mandatory, he beat his mandatory. I'm all for the Ward fight, but you can't not fight Kovalev, not fight your mandatory, and get no Ward fight. After Ward done beat Kovalev twice, the shit just don't look right, man. So same thing with Stevenson. He got to beat somebody for me. If he beat his mandatory, I think it's Alvarez, somebody like that. Edgar Alvarez, he beat him. Then yeah, I'm calling for the Ward fight then.
Man,
you got to get that mandatory out the way, Zone.
Yeah, I got you. But man, look, man, Donald Stevenson gonna beat Ward up, man. I mean, Donald Stevenson don't go for all that dick punching and dirty shit. You see what happened to Sahil Bika?
Yeah, Stevenson coming right out the Ward. He ain't gonna be playing.
Yeah,
he's coming right out to him.
All that holding.
He got to take care of man. He got to take care of Mando though, man.
Yes, he do. Yeah, I mean, Alvarez should, man. Alvarez, I like Alvarez. You know, I like what he did with Pascal. That was a good showcase fight. And I like Alvarez. But
I think it was 78 said he did Mando for like 2 years or some shit.
Yeah, but
clean up, man.
Yeah, but you also got that Williams was his won a number one contender spot too, man.
Oh, so they gave the number one contender spot to somebody else during that time period. I didn't know that.
I want to see that boy David Benavidez and Caleb Plant go up there and get in the mix at 175. Man.
I don't know, man. I think that
he up and coming.
Man, them niggas got hands, bro. Especially that boy David Benavidez, boy, he got hands, man.
Yeah, I like Benavidez, yeah. Got hands.
That nigga put that combo on him. I watched this shit yesterday, bro.
Yeah,
I was watching somebody, I think like Boxing Legends or somebody put like the most vicious combinations or something. They had that motherfucker at number one.
Man, he be coming out with some dope ass videos. Boxing Legends.
Yeah, I like. What y'all think about this Lomachenko and this Rigondeaux and Lomachenko and Tank Davis, right?
I think I heard they was talking about setting up Salido versus Davis. I think that's a good, you know what I'm saying, good measuring stick type fight for him. I need that, Rick out there, he'll move up and fight him, man. He go ahead and make that fight happen, man.
I don't know why Floyd
something like that for a long time.
I don't know why Floyd making this boy wear this sweet ass perfume called Dick. I actually think Lomachenko would have a tougher time with Tank Davis.